Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Hummy's VR Comedy Podcast. It is me, Jeff Brady, along with Mark and Stephen Brady, here for another episode. Glad you joined us. This one. Wait, who are we? We're on. You've seen us on YouTube, Hummy's VR Comedy. That's where we're from. This is a podcast where we talk about whatever we want. You know, whatever you'd think I'd have this shit figured out, but every week it's like a brand new scary surprise. Like, what the hell do I say? I could probably write something down, and it would take a lot of the stress out of it. But that's I thrive on that. I need.
Yeah,
this.
it wouldn't feel authentic, right? It'd be scripted.
Right.
When you say it, it feels real.
Right? Yeah, and I'm afraid every week, and I need that. I need.
Yep.
What
you don't want to see actors reading things. No. You want to see their feelings.
Exactly. And this following hour is an hour of our feelings.
It is.
Yeah.
Plus you're an improvsman. So what we're seeing is real, not even acting. It's real.
It's true terror.
Yes,
I'm trying to formulate words and full sentences that make sense and do a thing. They need to explain who we are, what this podcast is, why we're doing this.
That's right. Yeah. It's like the video we released today, the VR chat skit, right? You have moments in there that are so authentic that I leave in there. I don't edit them out. And then those are the best moments. That's why we do this. That is why we do this.
For that authenticity. You don't see that very many places. It's that little bit of real. You get some of that stranger's real. That's what we're giving. You don't need to have your own real. You can come have some of ours.
Yeah.
Speaking of
for the real, stay for the real.
Real, yeah. I have a real word. And I'm changing it up a little bit on you guys this week. I didn't go over this. I didn't. I'm springing this on you. Surprise.
Oh.
Wow, I got you guys again. I thought ever since that Halloween episode, you might not be so scared.
Did you feel how real that was?
I did.
Authentic.
That was a real little fear. Somebody, I don't know if it was last episode or the one, it was recent. Stephen brought up some medical words, and that tickled me.
Oh, boy.
And somebody in a comment or a chat somewhere also suggested some medical words, and I said, you know what, I've got an idea. Why don't we do medical words? I didn't have any sort of outside.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm into it. I love.
By the way, we need to follow up on that extra life doctor. By the way, to get him on.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't heard back.
Did they watch the rest of the stream?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Damn it.
Oh well, yeah. Whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
But he did slip up and sent his phone number in the email as well, so we can give that out. It is not just kidding.
555 Mr. Doctor.
KL5 Doctor for you. So tonight's word, in honor of that doctor, is a medical word. And I'm going to listen to it. You guys aren't going to be able to hear me listen to it. And then I'm going to pronounce it because it is a confusing word.
Okay.
Barbarigmus. I'm playing it. That's how Google pronounces it. BORBORY. Oh, why? I don't know why I'm doing it. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'll type it to you guys in chat so you can read it. That's way more helpful.
Okay.
Barbarigmus.
And this is something doctors say?
This. Oh my God. They're not shutting up about barbarigmus.
Okay. This is a medical term.
You go into a break room at a doctor's office. All you're hearing is barbarigmus this, barbarigmus that.
Okay. How was your barbarigmus this weekend?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, this is, I think I know what's going on here. You know, you've heard of rigor mortis.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stiffening of a dead body.
Sure.
And barber is clearly something to do with hair. So
obviously,
I think what's happening is when your hair gets stiff, you know how it's like floppy and bendable? Barbarigmus is when the hair gets stiff and on its own, and you can actually like feel it.
It's like you have product in your hair. Like, it's like you got some Brill cream in there.
Yeah, and that's a natural,
young person's reference. Brill cream.
Yep, that's a natural occurring phenomenon in the medical world. Yep.
Now, I'm curious, does that happen on death? Or can this, like rigor mortis, or is this linked to death in any way?
I don't think so. Okay. I think it's just a medical phenomenon.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, this term is actually not that. It's a good guess, though. It is actually when a bris goes wrong. And that is a botched bris, and they call it a barbarigmus.
So what happens during a bris, if you could summarize?
Yes, they, I believe... Jeff took a big gulp there, so...
Big...
Yeah. What they do... Okay.
I almost spit my coffee also.
Yeah. They nip the tip, if you will. They cut the skin. They carve the dough off too much of the cookie. All right.
Huh. Carve the dough too much off of the cookie.
Yeah. You know how you make cookies, and
sure.
Yeah, and you're cutting them.
Yes.
And then sometimes on the outside there's a little ring around the cookie, and then you're like, there's too much dough. I don't need all that. Need dough. Get it? And you take it off. But it's not with a cookie. It's with a penis.
A penis.
Dick.
Cock. For the layman's.
I hate that we both did it.
Being medical, yes.
I love seeing you two brothers be so brothers.
But yeah, so I don't want to give all the details away, or some people might be at work listening to this.
Sure.
Or in the car with their children where they can hear. But basically, it's a bris gone wrong.
Okay.
I remember.
So,
you remember what?
I remember mine. I was saying.
So,
I remember yours too. I was there. I was holding the knife.
Oh yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence like someone's cutting skin off a dick and they cut too much, and then they turn around and say, "Oh no, this is barbarigmus."
Yeah. Well, they call. They have to hit the intercom. And they go, "We got a barbarigmus here." You know how they bring people in.
Okay,
got it. That's got to be the only in-house procedure where you're cutting stuff off.
What?
A bris? You know how like they can do it wherever. They're not like in a clean medical place.
Oh, you're talking like only like outpatient.
Yes.
Stuff where they're removing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's like small dermatological type stuff like this. Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about skin tags and stuff? Like probably.
No. What the fuck is this word?
That was like the only direction that I could think of, and it's like, well, we're about to really grossing up the episode and talk about skin tags at the top of the show.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's I mean, you're right. Yeah, there's not very many removal procedures that are just done. Yeah, I feel like a bris could probably be done anywhere.
Yeah, even at a park.
Yeah, like a nice park on a sunny day.
It's a nice day for a bris.
Yeah.
I don't know how that conversation first happened, because you think all the medical stuff happens at the place. Like someone says, "Hey, I need you to cut some extra skin off," and then the person on the phone goes, "Okay, well, you want to come in, or you want me to go over there?"
Shit! I was just leaving for the day. You want me to just swing by your place and do it on my way home?
I'm actually running by your house now. Do you want me to stop by? I've got 5 minutes.
I can do that. I got my tools with me. Yeah. I don't mind.
However, I am leaving the bar right now, and I've had a couple of drinks, so this might become a barrigmas.
Yes.
Here we go.
There it is.
Here it is, people.
Wonderful guesses.
Now.
Wonderful guesses, both of them. Barbarigmas is a rumbling or gurgling noise made by the movement of fluid and gas in the intestines.
Oh, damn. This happens all the time.
Constantly with the barbarigmas.
So how would you use that in a sentence? You're like you grumbling, a rumbling, and then you're like a barb marit. Shit.
Oh, wait.
A barb marit. Fucking cock! Damn it.
He cannot say it.
That thing is happening.
Gosh, yeah. How would you use that in like a real sentence? What would a real sentence with that in it be? Like,
I mean, a real life scenario would be like, let's say you're lying in bed watching TV with your wife, and her head is on your stomach. You're watching something, and all of a sudden your stomach gurgles. She would look up and point at you and go, "Huh, barbarigmas."
Yeah. Or your bunkmate is like, "Did you hear that? Did you just fart?" No, that was barbarigmas.
Yeah.
Which I think barbarigmas is typically just a precursor to a fart. So
right.
Yeah.
Or you could be in an office and you hear a fart noise, and your coworker could turn around and be like, "Barbarigmas?" Be like, no, that's my chair. That's my chair.
I hear that barbarigmas sounds like it's almost lunchtime.
Yeah.
It's probably like a fun office thing.
Yeah.
Great examples.
Yeah. That's I like medical words.
Yeah. I think medical. I like this direction.
Yeah, it's simpler, but also more complicated, but is still educational. I think.
Yeah, very, very much so.
I don't know if this is an outdated word. I don't know if there's a newer, more sleek, hipper word for this, but I like barbarigmas. I'm going to stick with I guess the grumblies is the common phrase for it.
Yeah. They is there a new Webster's Doctor Dictionary is this an old term, or it's probably been updated maybe, or
no?
I'll
check the DSM-4 and see what they say.
Yeah, because that's the hardest part about the dictionary is right when they come out with the dictionary, some intern goes over there and he's like, "Oh man, that's lit," and then the Webster goes, "What'd you say?" Huh? He says, "Fuck, I have to reprint 5 million of these things."
We gotta quit getting college interns.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is like a gut movement, not a stomach movement. So if you're hungry,
an intestine movement.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like this wouldn't be like a belly dancer just her doing this. It has to be movement in the intestines rather than
intestinal.
Well, I think it's just the noise. I guess the movement. Wow, now this opens up a can of worms. What's the name of that movement? Because this is the name of the noise of that movement.
Okay.
This is why we need that doctor.
God damn it.
Yeah, because this seems like it would be a bowel movement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the intestines are not the bowels, I don't think. I think there is. I think
What's
that's
the bowel?
separate. I think there is like a county line there where
the different zip codes.
Yeah, you cross over from intestines to bowels.
Okay. All right.
This Google also shows that the usage of this word looks to have peaked around just before 1900.
So this word peaked around 1900.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, it dipped after that. It really just fell off at around like 1925 or something.
Okay.
But now we're back up over higher.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. You guys ever think about how weird words are?
Weird words are very weird. Yes.
It was the Roaring 20s. The stock market crashed, and people are like, I don't want to hear about your sounds.
It was probably all those ulcers that people were getting from worrying about being poor and without a job that was creating all this barbarigmus.
Has to be related.
This comes from Greek also. Oh, speaking of Greek, a lot of gods from Greece.
Ooh.
One of those.
Aphrodite,
the horny god.
What's another deity? I'm trying to think of names. Aphrodite, a deities. Diabetes.
Is that the god of gods?
Steven, let him go. Let's see where this. Just shut up for a minute.
A deities. I don't know this guy. The god of gods, right?
No, she's a deities. Like
deities. She
won't actually have sex with the gods.
Yeah.
A tease. Okay. Deities.
Diabetes is one, I believe.
The goddess of sugar.
Right.
But more specifically, Kratos.
Okay. I recognize God of War man. Is this a Greek myth?
I believe Kratos is a. So I've been playing the new God of War Ragnarok, and I don't believe I'm going to spoil anything. I don't think I want to talk about any specifics about because it's still very new. And I totally understand and respect people's wish to not have things spoiled for them. But I think the lore, I think Kratos is a completely unique character to the video game series.
Okay.
And I think they made him up and then wove him into all this other Greek mythology, like existing stuff, like real, like
interesting
real mythology, I guess, if that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
No, it doesn't, but I think it does.
Yeah.
But it is. So there was the first 3 God of War games. I don't know how familiar you guys are with these. There was the first 3 where he was in Greece. He was, and then I will spoil this. He just burned Greece to the ground, I think, or Olympus.
Oh,
I didn't play the first 3. I've just kind of been learning more about these recently because of all the hype going on around this. And now this second, I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if they're going to make a third game, but this last game that came out in 2018, and then this game that just came out, it's all in Norse mythology.
Oh, so he jumps mythologies?
He jumped mythologies.
Oh,
he just was like, deuces, I'm going over here to all this Norse stuff. So now we have Odin and Loki and Thor. And I forgot like how interesting this stuff is, or like,
oh yeah,
and it's like crazy, not crazy, like how deep the mythology is, and like I guess I haven't fact checked to see like how much leeway they have with the mythology that they're using in the game, like if it's accurate to the real Norse stuff, but just like the stuff where they have. It sounds like, from what I'm getting, like they have stories about wolf. There's 2 separate wolves, one that chased the sun across the sky, and then one that chased the moon across the sky.
Oh, damn! Did they like meet around the back of each other?
They would pass each other twice a day as they were going around their loops.
Okay.
Hey Jim, hey Bill, how are you? And just keep on their way. But it's just been for one. It's a. I've not finished the game yet, but it is, I don't know that there's not very many games that I've gotten this caught up in the story about. Because like the mythology is really, really cool, but like at the heart of these 2 games in the series is just like a father and son tale. It's just about like a single dad raising his kid, and it's like it's when you pull that apart, like there's a lot of shit that happens in the story that's just like really funny, but also like insanely relatable to anybody that's ever been a dad or a kid or probably just a parent.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're a guy out there and you've been a son before, this could be your thing.
Or I'd say if you've had parents or you've had kids
or been a kid,
that would work too. Or any combination of the two.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably relatable. It's very good. It's very good, and I'm very much enjoying it. Also, Kratos is a god, and you really do feel powerful in this game. Like, we played the wrestling game.
Mm-hmm.
On stream. And, like, yeah, you punch people and stuff. But this feels different. I don't know how you make a video game feel different when you're punching somebody.
So it do be hitting different.
It do be hitting different. Thank you, Steven. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew it was something.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't put my fingers on it. It do be hitting different, and like you feel powerful. And like as the game goes on, like you get more skills and more abilities and stuff. And it's so satisfying because it really feels like you're beating the ever-living shit out of these battle toads or whatever the enemies are in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very satisfying.
Wow. So this God of War, he could jump to different environments or universes.
I guess so. But I guess in the God of War world, I think he rode his boat from ancient Grecian times to ancient Norse mythology.
Okay.
So I guess I don't know if there's anything in there too, but I guess they're just like a boat ride away.
Okay. Yeah.
According to this, I don't fact check anything.
Okay. All right.
Ever.
Now I'm not big into like video games or anything, but you have also played Elden Ring.
Uh-huh.
And I know both those are high up on the Game of the Year talk of talks. What do you think? Is one better than the other? Are they both equal?
Gun to your head. Someone says you better fucking pick one.
Better
hold on. Let me go get a gun real quick. And I like it to be real. I can't.
Immersed. Okay.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know. I feel like, because I do know, I've seen all that stuff, all the, the Elden Ring versus God of War, they're both video games and like they're both fighting video games, but I don't think that they're the same. I don't know. It's weird, but they are, I guess, like both like technically like just huge, beautiful, fantastic games. I think they both came out like both launches. Like, I don't think there was a day one patch that you had to download for God of War, which is or Elden Ring, which seems insane. Now, like everything has like a day one, like 80 gig download patch to fix, all the shit that they scrambled to fix. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
That's a fun answer, just I don't know, and then just trail off into silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a shit stirrer.
Okay.
Deal with that. Gun to my head, had to choose. Probably Elden Ring.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Oh, no, he's taking it back, everybody.
I don't know. You said gun to my head.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Elden Ring is better than God of War. And that is right. Final. No takesies, backsies.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I like God of War more. I'm enjoying God of War more, I think. Because it's a less punishing play style. But then the punishing is kind of fun. I don't know, everybody.
Okay.
What do you mean punishing? What's happening?
In Elden Ring,
they tie you up and whip you.
Yeah, they just whip my little nuts, and I'm like, ooh, I hate it. But do I?
Yeah.
But like
call you a bitch and pour candle wax on your head or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deal with that, loser. I'm like, ooh. He said my trigger words. Like in Elden Ring, you die so much.
He has his wife do these things to really get him into the game.
Oh yeah, playing video games in my house in my free time is just a fucking nightmare with everybody involved and all the stuff we have to do.
All the people we gotta hire.
Oh boy. But then there's also some that the lesser known. I don't know. Why do we even have to have this? Like, this game of the year thing. Like, do video games really need like awards?
There's Jesus fuck.
Oh God.
The whole thing fell apart. Yeah, I think it's just hype. It's just the same thing with the Grammys and the fucking Emmys and all that sort of stuff. Just what's the best? People need to have a best of all time. They need a GOAT. They need a GOAT of the year.
This is all just GOAT.
Well, that's all time. What would be all of the year? A GOY.
Greatest of the year. So Gotti?
GOAT with 2 T's. Second T is silent, or GOAT.
GOAT. Yeah, you got to really listen for it. I'm sorry. GOAT or GOAT? Yeah.
It's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. They're different. Can you even compare them to apples, oranges? I don't know. Thank you for. I mean, I guess the bigger thing would be to say thank you for companies that are still making really good games.
Yeah.
Instead of just churning out shit and saying, fuck you, you'll buy it.
Yeah.
And the DLC, you scumbags, give us your money.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the last thing. And just get in there. It's got the guns. It's got everything you want.
Yes. Fortnite, season, whatever. Call of Duty.
I hate to do this. I'm gonna defend Fortnite on this one.
Oh boy!
Okay. You don't have to buy a single thing for Fortnite.
Oh,
that's true.
Okay.
I bought enough to buy one battle pass, and then as long as you play enough each season, you can earn enough to buy the next season's battle pass.
So as long as you keep playing.
And it's a fun game that I enjoy playing. Now, Call of Duty, that is a hot piece of shit, and they just keep stamping the same thing out every year. But God damn it, they have shipment, and it's so much fun. It's the best thing to turn your brain off and just go in there and die over and over and over.
Yeah.
But $70? That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot.
Yes, it really is.
And Call of Duty stands. Don't at me anywhere, or I don't want to hear. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Do we have worst game of the year awards? Can you guys think of a game that you hate? Boy, do we want to step on this?
Man, kind of. I don't know. I don't have anything teed up. Like I don't.
Well, let me ask you this: when you're playing Fortnite, you play the non-build mode, right? Where you're not building.
Yes. Yeah.
I would put Fortnite build mode in as worst game of the year.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah. But is it worst or one that I hate the most?
Okay.
There's a difference.
Uh-huh.
It's still if you I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, look, I mean, when I saw people playing Fortnite and they were immediately like they're in a shoot fight. Right?
Classic Western shoot fight.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then immediately someone starts shooting, and then they build a whole house around them within half a second. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this game? This is so dumb and idiotic and stupid and dumb. So thank you. And but then during our streaming, thank you all again for tuning in for that. When we were streaming and I was playing Fortnite, I can fucking do this. Just the regular shooting, that's great. That's great.
You won. You got number one. What, 4 times in a row?
Yeah, I think it was 3 times in a row. And then I said, "Well, this is easy." And then we did it another session, and then we got 4 times in a row.
Second place.
No, we got 4 times in a row, and then we did it again, and it was fucking like 7th, and then 4th, and I was like, "Oh, fuck this!" And by the way, I've played that game without you guys too. I snuck on.
Oh,
this motherfucker thinks he's the Mozart of Fortnite.
Wow.
And did not do well at all. So I need you guys.
Oh, okay,
I was like, well, this fucking game sucks when you don't know anybody.
Okay.
The single play, the solos are too stressful to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also really funny. A video game podcast that I listened to has kind of had the same thing happen. I think it was October. There's 3 hosts, and they made each of the hosts play something. The other 2 picked something for them that they thought they would hate. And one of those was Fortnite for one of the hosts. And it turns out she loves it. And so now 2 of them have gone in and these are, she has like some of the most hardcore video game credentials of anybody. Like if you want to say that or whatever, like Heather Ann Campbell from How Did This Get Played? She writes for Rick and Morty. She was on Whose Line Is It Anyways? But apparently like this.
Wow.
Yeah, like incredible, was it Sega Stan, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, turns out loves Fortnite for all the same reasons that you were saying. It's just a good, fun shooting game.
There you go, man. Classic fun shooter.
I don't know, I almost want to bring up Steam and just see some of the turds that we've played.
Yeah, we've played a lot of shit.
A lot of stinkers.
Yeah.
And I think the worst part is we've made a lot of really shitty games look fun.
Yes.
That's right. We have a great ability. We can have fun with stuff.
If you ever watch it, I don't know if I should say, maybe cut this out. If you ever see us playing a game on any of our YouTube videos and we're laughing and having a good time and the game's like, oh man, maybe I should buy that game. Jump in the Discord and ask us first.
Yeah.
We'll shoot you straight.
Yeah. We're pretending to have fun on a lot of games.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Say we are. Like, I'm going to edit in the best parts.
Right. We are having fun, but not because the game is good.
Yeah. Because we enjoy each other's company.
Yes. Yeah. Most of the time, the game is good. But if you're curious and you don't know, come ask us.
Yeah, if you don't know if you want to buy it or not, if you're buy curious, just shoot us a message in Discord and we'll shoot you straight.
Simple as that.
Sounds good.
Do we know? We full disclosure. What were we going to say? Oh, Mark had some stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went to this Saturday. I had a show back in Wilmington. Go back 2 weeks later. I drive back.
God, you spend a lot of time down there.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time, and I got a couple other things coming up that I'm going to be in the car for a while. But you know what? I'm starting to like it a little bit, where it's just like, you got these long drives. I can catch up on pods or an audio book. Or jam out for a little bit. Sometimes turn it all off. Let your mind wander. Only for a couple seconds, then turn that bitch right back on because I don't want to be alone for too long.
Just close your eyes and let your mind take a break.
Yeah. So I had that show Saturday, and it was good. I showed up. I have a clip I'll post. It's all right, but like one of the things I realized, like it was in this place called The Room, and Wilmington, and they have like a dinner and a show. That's the setup, and I think it's like $65 a fucking ticket, right? Which, by the way, I didn't make much of that at all. But that because it's a small room too. I think it sells out at like 40 people, 40, 50, maybe I think 50 people. So it's like a small, intimate place. And by the way, those are the hardest gigs. The hardest gigs are like, and I didn't realize that when I walked in. I was like, fuck, like I'm like walking across the stage to get into a corner where there's just like I can sit or whatever. But yeah, I was like, fuck, $65 a ticket. And that's like one of the things I said. I'm like, there was these two people that were like single, and I was like, well, you guys should, talk, because I mean, this is pretty nice place. I mean, you guys are, well to do. I mean, tickets aren't cheap. And then like death silence, and I was like, I mean, maybe they are to you guys. Like, maybe, it's just like a full like realization of like, oh yeah, it's not cheap to them, or it's cheap to them, but like to me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, who would pay $65 a ticket?
Wait. So are you saying that there was more than one table of one there?
Well, okay, so they place like parties together. So they had like a table, like 8, I think like tables of 6 or whatever. And so like sometimes if it's like a group of 4 and a group of 2, they'll put them at the same table. I think that was their setup. I don't know. It's like it's now that I'm saying it, it's like a wedding reception when there's no wedding.
Oh, you're just getting paired with random people that like are in-laws or
right. Yeah, which is kind of like, ugh. But yeah, so drove down there, had a good show, and I'm standing there. I make and I'm standing there after the show. I'm trying to sell like stickers after the show and stuff, and this woman comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, I saw you at Dead Crow in Wilmington, the comedy club." She goes, "I saw you 2 weeks ago in Wilmington here." And I was like, immediately, I was like, fuck, because you do a lot of the same stuff. And especially like I'm working on the new, what hopefully will be an hour, or I might, whatever it turns into, I'm working on a bunch of new jokes, but I'm also having to do some stuff still from the album because I'm in this weird position of not having a ton of stage time to cultivate all the new stuff. So I was like, fuck. And I go, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And I like immediately apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm working on new stuff. I have to do some old stuff. And I'm sorry that you basically heard. I was like, I was working on a couple new things. And I was like, I'm really sorry. And then she goes, no. She goes, why? Don't be sorry. She goes, I brought this whole table here. I said, I saw this guy at Dead Crow and he's going to be here. And she brought this whole table. And she's like, I'm glad you did the same stuff because I wanted them to see what I saw. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too. I don't think you should apologize for doing the same.
Well, comedy's a fickle bitch because the whole point of comedy is to the element of surprise and make you laugh and things like that. It's different when it's a musician where it's like, I want to hear everything I've heard. Right?
Yes, I agree. I agree with the surprise is, a key element of, or misdirection or whatever is key element of comedy. But I listen to the same stand-up over and over. I know the routine beat for beat. I listen to the same, funny podcast over and over.
Agree.
And it still makes me laugh. just as hard.
Yeah, maybe that's just coming from like.
Maybe it's just you because
it's the industry. It's the industry of like once your hour's done, as soon as people hear, they go, okay, where's your next hour? What's the next thing? You have to showcase that. But on the other side of that, I was talking because the guy who booked me, who also hosts that show, and you know what? It was a win because no one asked me to do any other accents other than my own. So
great, that's great.
Yeah, it's a win. But the host was standing there and he goes, "Dude, that's awesome." And he goes, "Funny enough, I'm not gonna say anyone's name, but we did this show with so and so. Some woman got mad at me because she said I saw this comic before and he did all the same stuff."
What the fuck?
And she that's life. That's life.
she apparently like bitched him out, like almost to the point of like, I already saw all this stuff. Like I thought it was gonna, like, some people who don't know like comedy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you work on. There's ideas you work on for shit. Some of mine years of like tagging it with like, oh, maybe add this joke into this old thing, and you're like, this is a 6-year-old joke, or I guess some of mine at the time were like 5 years old, but you come up with a new tag 4 months ago and it feels like a whole new bit because you're coming up with new ideas or during it. But I guess what I say all that to like Tarantino a little bit on this other side note is that I'll make this very quick, but Dana woke up she has migraines, and this one was like very severe, and she woke up and I took the kids to gymnastics and I took them, and then when I brought them back, she was still in like shambles, like had a migraine, like lights out, under the covers, that bad. So bad that she went to the ER and took her to the ER, and I took the kids out at an arcade. We had a blast, fucking awesome. There's nothing more I love. I mean, they fucking run through some money though. I mean, like it's and I don't know, games now are not quarters. They are fucking dollars. Multiple dollars, yeah, for games. So anyway, I got to sell some stuff around here. And then we're in this pickle because I have to go to Wilmington. I have to leave here at 4 the latest. She's in the ER. She's still getting seen or whatever. So then she gets her parents to her. Thank God. I mean, her parents are literally just saints. And they say, "Oh, we'll watch the kids." So I fucking pack all their shit real quick. I throw it all in a bag and take them over there just so I can drive down. So they sleep over at the in-laws' house, just so I drive down to do this one gig that worth it, maybe. Maybe. No, it's not. But like, I felt like a fucking loser because I'm like, God damn it, I gotta do this gig and I have to have the in-laws do all this shit. Dana sent me a video that was like 3 days before this gig happened, and it was this lady. I want to mention her name because she's a sweet person and she had a very good point. But like, we get so caught up in life with, let's see if I can find it real quick.
For everybody that's now, Mark is looking at his phone that is off screen. I believe it's an iPhone of some sort.
Yep, never mind. So some lady who had said she didn't know much about football, and her daughter went to this game, and they would like celebrate. They were celebrating on the field, but they didn't score a touchdown, right? So getting to like the team makes a first down, right? So for instance, they get a first down. They didn't score, but like everyone was celebrating because it's like, oh, first down, a new set of downs. So you guys know football. And
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm watching Ted Lasso, so I think so.
All right. Yeah. Same thing. But the fact that she wasn't like super into football, she was watching the game, and she goes, "Why are they celebrating?" It's like, "Oh, it's a first down. It's a new set of downs." And then on the video, she was saying, well, why don't we do that in life more? Why don't we have these moments where we're always chasing this thing to get to the touchdown? The touchdown is the ultimate goal, obviously, but you also have to have a lot of first downs along the way. And those first downs, I mean, even the guys in the NFL, they get a first down, they throw it in the other opponent's face. They're fucking giving them this thing, like as some guy just tackling them, and the defense kind of gets deflated. Like, fuck, man, we're out here even longer. So even in the NFL, getting 10 yards is something to celebrate a little bit. So I thought that was a very cool analogy of like doing all this shit to, again, not really a big pay off. I mean, like, honestly, I'm like, maybe I can get a clip out of this for social media. That's it. That's literally, and work on other jokes and obviously stage time, and that helps. But the first down for me was this lady being like, hey, I saw you at Dead Crow and I just brought this table. And I was like, hey, that's fucking cool. That's a cool thing. Like, I didn't win anything. I'm not walking out of here with, any extra money, or like the set was good. Like I was happy with how it went. But the fact that just to have a moment of like, I want everyone listening to kind of celebrate those first downs. Like, maybe it's just as you go through life, maybe it's not a big win, but it's something to celebrate or something cool that happened. It can be a little thing. So I don't know. I thought that was cool.
That was nice. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, y'all, if y'all watching this, if you guys are watching this on YouTube right now, take a look at that sign over Mark's door on his camera, huh? Hey, that's Mr. Ted Lasso himself right now.
Hell yeah. Say that. Boom.
You got a first down today. Woo. First down.
Big first down, baby.
Big first down. And that's you're totally right. That's like I say that every time I recover from a cold or something. One day you'll get there. But
yeah,
once you get to be healthy again, you're like, fucking first down. I'm so fucking happy that I'm not sick right now. Mm-hmm. Why don't I feel that way every single day I wake up? Every single day you wake up should be a first down, right?
Right. Yeah.
We should. Yeah. Why don't we do that more?
Yeah.
Why don't we?
Funny you should say that. Dana just told me her throat's starting to hurt again. I was like, fuck off. Go live somewhere else. We need separate houses. All right. Let's get divorced so we don't get the whole family sick. If you have the kids and you get sick, then I will get them later when they're better, or vice versa. I will have them. I think people need to live in two different houses from now on, just for sickness purposes.
Seems reasonable. Honestly, just so there's so much sickness.
Yeah. No. I'm going to pull these kids out. I mean, if we get better, I'm going to pull these kids out of school before Christmas so they do not wake up with fucking snot rags. They don't clean them up, by the way. They blow their nose and throw it right on the ground. Oh yeah.
Dude, they're teaching the kids to like just do snot rockets and stuff?
No. Like just blowing tissues. Like, how many tissues I pick up? That's constant. Oh yeah. They're better. She's getting better about it. But like for like a week, I was like, I'm going to lose my fucking shit. Because they're like, it's like an Easter egg hunt of fucking snot.
Wait. So your kids in your house were doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be a crime ring forming in your house. Someone's going to be the kingpin of disease.
My daughter, my 4-year-old, she made me laugh so fucking hard tonight. She got we had the TV on or whatever, and then she goes, "Hey Dad, do you want to turn on the news? Like, why don't you turn on the news and see what's going on in the news? Like, pretend like pretending to be like the news. I was like, okay. And I turn on the news and she's like, hi, everyone. She's like improving like news stuff. And she goes, we have something. Hold on just a minute. And I was like, okay. She runs out of the way. And she comes back in and she goes, we have something for you. And she turns around. She lifts up her dress and her bare ass. Oh, God damn it. And I laughed so hard. I just like fully caught off guard. And
that's misdirection. That's a cornerstone of comedy.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I was like, Peyton, that is the hardest the news has ever made me laugh.
Yeah, that much work put into a joke. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. It's a big buildup and a huge payoff. I mean, she's got it. Both these kids got something special for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like you've caught it too. So,
yeah.
Well, guys, I'm all disconnected or discombobulated. Our notes got deleted because the episode shit out halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
But is that it? Is that it for us? Did we say all the things that we needed to say?
I think so.
Just remember to believe and remember those first downs.
First down, baby.
Stay in that match.